You're lovely. You have cheered me up. No, you really have. Well, I had to go to court this morning, to give evidence against my chauffeur. And the judge said to me, "Oh, what are you accusing this man of stealing from you?" I said, "My stationery." He said, "Your stationery? But that's just a trivial offence." I said, "Yeah, my stationery Rolls Royce." I only said it for a laugh. You should have seen his face. He looked like a very old, miserable Cocker Spaniel. They all do, don't they? Didn't make any difference to the sentence. Oh, no, 2 years community service. I start next week. Just for doing that joke. My chauffeur got off. Anyway, you have cheered me up, and it's nice to see you. And I'm the leader of the pack, which makes me such a lucky jack, and here they are. They're so appealing. Come on, darlings, do your dealing. Look at it. Oh, how about it? You look gorgeous. Hello, Sophie, and hello, Becky.
Hello, Bruce.
Yes, now, just tell me, girls, I'm just talking about my chauffeur there. Have you ever had any car trouble?
Well, only when I took my first driving test. I failed because I ran over a rabbit.
You can't fail you for running over a rabbit.
Well, they can if it's in a butcher's window.
You made yourselves laugh again, didn't you?
Yeah.
I bet you do feel lonely. Right. Now, as you see, Sophie's dealing out the red cards at the top and Vicky's dealing out the blue cards at the bottom. We have our cards. All we need now are our players. And there they are. There we are. Hello. All right, Jim. All right, Isabel. Caren and Tony. Welcome. Welcome. Now, you are Isabel and Jim...
McGill.
Yes, I'm feeling better now.
I know.
Yes. I've had a bit of flu, but thanks for asking. It's very nice. And you're from Lanarkshire?
Hamilton, Lanarkshire.
And you're retired?
10 years ago, yeah.
10 years ago you retired. And do you mind me asking, Isabel, how old are you, darling?
73.
73?
Yes.
Oh, 73. And you, Jim?
75.
75, I see. And how long have you been married?
54 years
54
today.
today.
Oh, today! Oh! Well, that's lovely. And do you think it'll last?
Well, give it a try.
Give it a try. Give it another 50
Yes.
years. Try. Why not? Right now. Now, tell us about the proposal, Jim.
Well, there was no proposal because I was in the Navy during the war and we done all our winching.
You what?
Done all our winching through the mail.
Oh, winching?
Yeah.
Called it winching.
We call it winching in Scotland.
Oh, you called it winching?
Yeah. Courting down here.
Oh, courting.
Down
Yes.
here.
So what happened then?
Well,
so, I mean, did you ask her father's permission?
No, I didn't.
Oh, you didn't?
No.
Oh, right.
No. I gave him a cup of tea in his hole in the bed in the hole in the wall.
I beg your pardon?
I gave him a cup of tea in the bed in the hole in the wall.
A bed in
a
hole in the wall? A bed? Yeah. Where was this?
Well, you were in Glasgow.
Yeah, I know, but whereabouts in the house?
Oh, in the kitchen.
Oh, in the kitchen?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good idea to have a bed in the kitchen. In case you want to make a meal of it. Anyway. Right. I mean, any dislikes have you got, Isabel?
Teeth.
No.
Losing my
It
teeth.
isn't the teeth at all. No, she has to tell me about, you know, getting older.
I'm getting older.
Yeah, you see? So you poke your nose out of it. Isabel and I were doing all right, weren't we,
Yes,
dear?
we were doing
Anything that
fine.
you
We did
dislike? Anything you dislike?
Spiders.
No, dear, no.
Oh, yes.
Getting older, dear.
Yeah.
You kind of lose your memory, don't you? Bring me one of my pills, the pink ones. Never going to get through
Well,
this.
I just hate the years going by so quickly when you get older.
Yes, I'm dreading that. When the time comes. Right, now, any unusual habits? Evidently, you tend to sort of...
Lose things.
Lose things.
I'm losing things all the time.
Oh, are you? Yes, that's understandable.
And I lost my teeth once.
Oh, you lost your teeth?
And I ran up the stair,
Yeah.
ran down the stair,
Yeah.
hunted everywhere,
Oh.
got in my mouth.
Up and down the stairs all the in your mouth, right under your nose. Anyway, it's been lovely to meet you two. It really has. You've been a bundle of laughs, thank you. And enjoy yourself. Sorry to keep you waiting, but anyway, it's Caren and Tony... Rowson. I see. And you're from Essex?
Yeah.
I see. Now, what do you do, Caren?
I'm a clerical officer for British Telecom.
All right, now, what do you do, Tony?
I work for British Rail as a train guard.
British Rail as a train guard?
Yeah.
God, you're a big fella. How tall are you?
6'2".
6'2",
Yeah.
and British Rail?
Yeah.
Do you wear platform shoes?
That's work.
No, you don't, only when you go to work, I see. Now, how long have you been married, Caren?
3 weeks.
Oh, is that all? 3 weeks? Well, look at that. 54 years. 3 weeks. That's good. Now, where did you go for your honeymoon, Caren?
Disney World.
Oh, Disney World. Oh, tell me, on the first night, was he man or mouse?
That'd be telling.
Oh, that'd be telling, wouldn't it? But Disney World, I mean, it's a lovely place for a couple to go, just on your own and everything.
We didn't actually go on our own. I took my mum and dad and my 2 cousins.
You what? Your mum and dad? You what? Two?
Aunt and 2 cousins.
Your aunt and 2
Yeah.
cousins? So there were 7 of you all together?
Yeah.
God, love, I suppose you could have played 7 aside with the dwarfs. But I mean, I can't believe that. It's unbelievable. Now, tell us about the proposal then, Tony. 7 of you.
I arranged a surprise trip to Amsterdam and proposed to Caren on the plane as we was going over there.
Oh, no.
And the crew and all the passengers applauded us afterwards. Like, it was
Oh,
really good.
they're all crew, all the
Yeah.
passengers, they're all the
Yeah.
crew. Oh, that's beautiful. That's really lovely. And that must have been a bit difficult. I hope the drinks trolley wasn't in the way. Have you any part-time job at all, Caren?
Yes, 2 nights a week. I go to an old age pensioner's house and I sleep with them there and then help them get ready in the morning.
Oh, well, how lovely. That's a lovely thing to do. And you do that for old age pensioners?
Pensioners,
Yes.
yeah.
Well, what time can I expect you tomorrow night? Oh, dear, I've been dying to do that one all day. Right. What's all this about rushing around to your friend's house half-dressed? What is that all
Oh,
about?
it's terrible. I had my dressing gown, slippers and my rollers in. I was only going round the corner and the
Yeah.
car broke down. And I had to get the
Oh,
car...
you were in the car, yeah?
I had to get the people in the car behind to, like, push me out of the road.
Yeah.
And I had... Like,
And you
my
had to
dressing
get out
gown
with
and
all your...
everything, yeah.
Oh, dear.
It was terrible.
So you're now known as the Nora Batty of Essex. Oh, now, who don't you like, Tony?
Mystic Peg.
Mystic Pig? Meg? Mystic Pig. Probably she already knows, because she knows everything. I do love that. And what's all this about, Tony? What's all this about a barn in Dorset? What's that all about?
We went down to Dorset to visit my brother once, and we was walking in this field and found this isolated barn, and we fancied a bit of slap and tickle, and we went in there, and halfway through, the farmer came in and caught us.
Did you really? And you wanted to carry on till the cows come home? Anyway, you are lovely people. Thank you for being with us. And now, did you cut the cards?
Yes.
You did? Did you see them cut the cards? Yes. Now, the idea of the game is this. We want you to work your way across the board by predicting whether each of these cards is higher or lower than the preceding one. The first one to turn over the last card correctly will win the game and a Brucey bonus. All of our questions are based on a poll of 100 people, and our poll is genuine. Jim and Isabel, you won the toss, so you'll answer first, but good luck to you all. Here we are. We asked 100 married men in their 30s. If your wife had left you standing at the altar, would you have given her a second chance? How many married men in their 30s said yes? If their wife had left them standing at the altar, they would have given her a second chance. Now, Jim, would you have given Isabel a second chance?
That takes some thinking out.
Oh, all the embarrassment and everything.
Would you like a second chance? Eh, would you like a second? No, she wouldn't let a second chance. No.
No. So what do you think, Jim?
35, 40.
40.
40? You're 40. Now, if Tony, if she'd have let you down at the altar,
I would have given her a second chance. I would say it was probably hard.
she'd be worth waiting for.
Oh, absolutely.
Lovely, you said the right thing. I bet you can't wait to get home. Right. Now then, you think it's higher? The actual number who would have given her a second chance is 56. You were right to go higher. Tony and Caren. And your base card is a 4. Good card. What do you think? Do you want to change it? Keep it? Keep it and...
Higher.
Higher than a 4. You say a 7. A bit in the middle.
Freeze.
You're going to freeze. Take it easy. Protect your cards, yes. You don't want to give anything away, and it's you to answer the next question first. We asked 100 private detectives. While you were out on a job, has anyone ever reported you to the police because they thought you were a peeping Tom? I was a peeping Tom once, and thank God the police thought I was a private detective. Anyway! Thank goodness. How many private detectives said yes, while out on a job they had been reported to the police because someone thought they were a peeping Tom?
I'd say it's
Quite high.
quite high.
Yep. You think in their job they sort of...
darting around in between the bushes.
Darting around and looking a bit suspicious.
65.
All right, 65. What about this, Jim and Isabel?
Yeah, lower, I would reckon.
I think it's lower 2.
Lower 2.
Yes,
Lower
lower
2. Lower 2, right. OK, lower. The actual number who had been reported to the police is... 67. What a good guess in the first place. So near. So you can now change that nasty 7.
Yes.
Change the nasty 7 for a queen, a good card. Lower than a queen, you say a 5. Are you going for it? Yes. Higher than a 5, you say a jack. And for the first game, lower than a jack, an 8. Oh! What about that? They're in a hurry. Yeah. Well done indeed. And you've won a Brucey bonus. Which is an instant wine cellar. That's 10 cases, 120 bottles of vintage wines delivered to your home. We're now ready for game 2, and Jim and Isabel, there's another Brucey bonus on offer. You win the next game, it'll be all yours. But here we go, you to answer first. We asked 100 bookies. If a little old lady wanted to back a British tennis player to win the Wimbledon singles, would you feel a bit guilty about taking her money? I tell you something, we're going to win the boat race next year. Feel it in my water. Right. How many bookies said yes? If a little old lady wanted to back a British tennis player to win the Wimbledon singles, they would feel a bit guilty about taking her money. What do you think about that, Isabel? 35.
45. 45.
45? You think about 40. Have you got a view on this, Tony and Caren?
Well, I would feel guilty.
Yeah, but would a bookie, would they say?
There's a lot of women that work in bookies.
Yeah.
I don't think they would.
No, I don't. I think it's lower, yeah?
You think it's...
Lower?
Lower. Yeah.
Yeah, a bit lower than 45?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You think so? OK. The actual number who would feel a bit guilty is... 32. You're right to go lower. Right to go lower. There we are. And they probably give her $1 million to 1 as well. But there we are. You're off and running again, Tony and Caren. They're in a hurry. Do you want to change it? Do you want to change it or keep it?
Keep it.
Yeah, keep it.
You
Keep
keep
it.
it?
Keep it.
OK, keep
Lower.
it. Lower than a 10, a 5. What do you think?
Higher.
You're going for it higher than a 5?
Yes.
A 9?
Freeze.
OK, I heard that. Stick freeze. I did hear that, Tony. Don't let it happen again. But you're to answer the next question first. Here we are. We asked 100 strippogram girls. Would you deliver a strippogram to the Archbishop of Canterbury? How many strippogram girls said yes, they would deliver a strippogram to the Archbishop of Canterbury?
I think they would.
Yeah,
You think they would,
Yeah,
Caren?
if they're going to do it anyway.
As long as they didn't have their rollers in?
I definitely think they would.
Yes? So, how many you think?
73.
73. Now then, Isabel, do you know what a strippogram...
Oh, yes.
Oh, you...
Oh,
yes.
76.
Don't
Hold on, dear. Hold on a bit. Have you got any views on this, Jim?
No.
Right, the actual number who would deliver one to the Archbishop is... 75! Oh, you were right, Isabel. You wanted to go 70, you wanted to go high, Jim. Naughty Jim. So once again, they've given you the advantage, Tony and Caren. Do you want to change the card? Of course. Change the card. 4 or 2. Higher than a to 4. Higher than 4 and up. Well, my darling. Come here. It was all your fault, Jim. It wasn't my fault. Isabel, no, she said 76. She wanted to go higher. Oh, gee, I wouldn't be like to be going home with these two tomorrow. I mean, I'm so sorry to lose you so soon. It's been lovely to meet you, and thank you for coming all this way to see us. There's your decanter and glasses. I'm sorry it isn't more, but we'll have a
I've enjoyed myself thoroughly.
Oh, and we'll have a wee talk upstairs. Indeed, we will. There they go. Thank you very much indeed. Thank you. Bad luck. Come here, you two. You come in here next to me, and you stay here, Tony, just there. Fine, that's fine. Now then, you've won another Brucey bonus, which is first class through the Channel Tunnel for a fantastic shopping weekend in Paris with spending money. How about that? Exactly. Now, you've earned the chance to play with our cash cards, which means you could win thousands of pounds plus this magnificent car. Now, before we deal out the cash cards, the more pounds you get, the richer you get. And what do pounds make? Rich people! We want you to leave here rich people. All right, then. Now, there we are. Vicky's going to deal out your blue cards. Let's hope they're just as lucky as they were before for you, because you were certainly in a hurry. But first of all, I'm going to give you £200. I'm going to ask you a question. If you get the question right, I can add 50 to the 200. If you get it wrong, I have to take 50 away. OK? Sophie, are you there, darling?
Yes,
good.
Bruce, here
There's
I am.
our Soph.
Best of luck, both of you. Really hope you win.
All right, there we are,
you.
Madame. Jolly good. And no help from our audience this part of the show. From which fish do you find genuine caviar? Is it salmon, trout, or sturgeon?
Sturgeon.
Sturgeon, you're right. £250 you have. That's lovely. Well done. Now then, you play the game as you did before, but your minimum risk must be 50. You can double up or any part of, that's fine, whatever you want to do. You can come up to here, we move you up to here, and we give you another £200 out of the goodness of our hearts. We move you along. Now, if you get to here, if you have £4,000 or more, you have a chance to go for the car. Then, I ask you another question, and then on the turn of this card will determine whether you win the car or not. Is that all clear? Caren and Tony, we wish you all the luck in the world. Vicky, let's have a good base card. Oh, yes. We like that. You have a 3. You don't want to change it, of course.
No, stick with that.
Good. Now, think about it. Just think.
200 higher.
200 higher.
200 higher than a 3, a 6. Right. You have £450 and, well, it's a 6, so you have a little think. Have a little think.
50 higher.
50 higher than a 6, a jack. Well done. You now have 500 and you've got a good card there, so have a little think.
200 lower? 300 lower. No.
300 lower.
No, 200 lower.
Yes, think it out. Think it out.
200 lower.
Just 200?
Yeah.
200 lower than a jack?
Yeah.
Oh! I'm so glad that you changed your mind, because I tell you why. You have a queen there. We give you another 200 here, which makes you 500. Now, if you were to double up, if you got good cards, you double up on every card, you could still get 4,000 my here. I can't advise you more than that. I don't want to tell you what to do. But please think about it.
Well,
think about it.
Do we only need...
We've got the 500. We've got to lower.
Do you understand, Caren? You see, only by doubling up could you get the big one. So that is up to you.
This one.
500.
Lower.
Lower.
500 lower than a queen? A 9. Now, your decision now is whether you want to go for some money or whether you want to really go for the car.
Go for it. Sure.
Yeah, we'll go for it.
Yeah.
You're going for it?
Yeah.
All right. Well, you're very brave. You're very brave, so it's £1,000 on the nose. Is it higher or is it lower?
Oh, this
Lower.
is terrible. Lower.
Lower than 9, £1,000. Yes! You're very brave people, because £1,000 is still a lot of money.
I know.
But you've got 2,000 there. You've got the same decision, but you have got a good card this time. So it depends what you feel like doing.
Yeah.
I'm going to go for it.
You're going to...
Higher.
£2,000 on the nose, higher than a fall. For a moment, I thought it was a 3. I nearly died. There we are. So, look, let's calm ourselves down again because we've got a little bit further to go, OK? But the wonderful thing about it is the £4,000 is yours. No matter what happens, that is all yours. And you have earned it. Every penny you earned there. That was very brave. Could we have the other question? Thank you very much. Sophie, wasn't that exciting?
Very exciting.
Oh, dear. Nail biting. There we are, Madame. Fine. Now then, here we have, name me 5 James Bond movies.
GoldenEye.
GoldenEye.
Man with the Golden Gun.
Man with the Golden Gun.
Dr. No.
Dr. No.
Live and Let Die.
Live and Let Die.
Goldfinger.
Goldfinger. Is it? Yes, good. Fine. That's it. I think I got 5. Well done.
Oh, Tom, this is terrifying.
Change that course,
Can we? Oh, yeah, we're trying to.
Let's calm ourselves down. Of course, it's a 5, so do you want to change the card? It's up to you. Whatever you want to do.
We're going to
change it. You can change the card if you want to.
we'll change
You definitely
it.
want to change it? Change it. Yes! Oh, this is a big one, of course. Please, please, be lower than a queen. You've got all that way. I just can't believe that. That's one of the cruelest games. Come back here. Come here. That's one of the cruelest games I've ever known. But there we are. But you did win the instant wine cellar, all those lovely bottles of wine, the shopping weekend in Paris, and of course the £4,000 in cash. It is as much as we wanted for you, but you have won tonight £6,160. So well done. We hope you had a nice evening. Well, it's not too late to still be a big night if you play your cards right. Good night, and thank you very much. There we are.
Why not hold an Australia party? Get the flags out, whop the barbecue on, and watch the Chase Australia on Challenge at 9 tonight.